Today I'm going to talk to you about 4 things that you need to be doing outside of running if you want to hit your 2023 goals. Since we're wrapping up 2022, I hope you had a great year and I hope you reflect on things that you want to improve on and can take that into 2023. Hi, I'm Dr. Lisa, a physical therapist that specializes in treating runners and helping them prevent and treat injuries. So 4 things that you need to be doing outside of running to meet your 2023 goals, plain and simple. 4 things: mobility, stability, strength, and power. So whether your goal is run a PR, increase your distance, return to run after an injury, or even just prevent injuries and go through a training cycle without an injury, there are 4 things that you need to be doing. So let's break that down. Mobility, or increasing your joints range of motion, looks a little bit like this image here. I also have a follow along post-run mobility routine that you can go through, and that's going to be way more effective than just doing static stretching where you're sitting and holding and you're not seeing much carryover. So when you increase your joints range of motion, as you get more range of motion, you also have to get more stability. So I like to think of mobility and stability as the foundation of a house. Without having that foundation, everything else is going to be off. So once you gain more mobility or the joint's range of motion, now you have to create more stability in your body in that new range of motion. So with stability, think body weight exercises, think moves with resistance bands. I have an example right here of a stability exercise, but these stability exercises are very, very important for runners. And a lot of the time when runners are injured, it's the first thing we have to go to is mobility and stability as your rehab program progresses. So once you gain more mobility and stability, you have that foundation, you have less excessive movement when you're running, which will also carry over into having a better, effective, and economical running form, because you're not going to have that excess movement. It's just going to be the muscles are going to contract, they're going to stabilize like they should, so those powerhouse muscles can kick right in and move your body forward as quickly as possible. So once you gain that mobility and stability, we're moving up and we're gaining strength. So when you think strength, you can think the normal strength exercises. I like to throw in some unilateral exercises with medium to heavy dumbbells, because that's going to really carry over into your running as well. If you're just doing bilateral exercises like squats, or even deadlifts bilaterally, then you're not going to be able to know if one side is weaker than the other, and that's going to really give you some insight into how your body is functioning and how it's moving. So it's okay to do those bilateral exercises, but throw in some unilateral exercises and don't be afraid to pick up a heavier weight. Challenge your body. Now that you have the mobility, stability, now we have the strength. The roof of the house is your power. So when you think power, think quick, explosive movements. This can be with a weight, such as a kettlebell swing, or this can be plyometrics, where you're hopping in place, you're jumping rope, you're moving laterally with skater jumps. That is all very important if you want to gain speed this year, okay? But I do not encourage you, if you're recovering from an injury and you're still having pain, I don't encourage you to just jump into plyometrics, because you just jump to the roof of the house and maybe you don't have that mobility and stability that you need first before you can kind of move up in that house. I know it can be overwhelming to pick and choose which exercises to do. I know it can also be frustrating because you don't even know if those exercises are right for your injury or preventing injuries and your goals. So that's why I made the Complete Runners Club. It basically breaks down mobility, stability, strength, and power, whether you're injured or trying to prevent injury, build speed, build endurance, and build strength. So inside that membership, you have rehab programs and preventative running programs, so you can meet your running goals in 2023. Having a plan will allow you to achieve your goals faster, and it will take the guesswork out of really not knowing what you should be doing outside of running if you're injured or not injured. Let me know what your running goals are for 2023. I'd love to hear them. I'd love to support you along the way, and I'll see you next time.